very good Thursday morning, baby Friday, as we refer to it around here as. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather and eye forecast, courtesy of our friends over at On Target. Already got some speckled rain showers working north and east across the region early this morning, working and tracking off in this direction. You can see it already impacting portions of the region. We got areas of Butler County receiving the most rain currently, albeit it is a small amount. This is a generalized consensus, folks, of what we're going to be looking at throughout the day with steadily increasing rain and storm chances with the arrival of a passing cold front. Rain isn't the only thing that we're going to have to be dealing with. We are going to have to be dealing with insanely strong winds that's going to be coming along with that as well. I want to back this up. I want to showcase exactly what our surface setup is out here, give you a better idea of what it is that we're going to be dealing with here throughout the day. This deepening surface low located up here in northern Minnesota is going to be swinging eastward. As it does so, it's going to be bringing an initial cold front in here late this afternoon on into this evening. Then we got a secondary front that's going to pass through very early on Friday morning, and it's going to be bringing the giant pendulum swings in our temperatures yet again. Grown pretty typical for Kentucky weather with what we've been experiencing here over the past month or so. Getting a look across the region, D93 Skycam already showcasing the low-hanging clouds that are out there, along with the scattered rain showers that are present in and around the Wobbles community. Same can be said overlooking Russellville. No view of the moon and stars there. We got the cloud deck that's already moved in with the scattered showers already impacting the region. Let's jump over and let's take a look at those current conditions. We've got readings already located between the upper 40s and lower 50s. Folks, we're going to be pushing near the 60-degree mark for highs before the cold front passes as we work into this afternoon. Coming along with those temperature swings, folks, is going to be a drastic change in wind speeds and directions as a result here as we work and as we progress throughout today. So let's go ahead and let's jump right into the breakdown of what we're anticipating to unfold. By the time we roll into this afternoon, this is where our surface map is going to be located. Right around the mid-afternoon hours, progressing into this evening, we're going to see this cold front blasting east across the region. Deep moist air trying to work in here out of the south. Some of the models have backed off a little bit and showing some fall in our lapse rates. That's the strength of the lift that we'll have available to try and get those the warm moist air lifted upwards. They've actually backed off on our severe weather risk, but that doesn't mean that we can't experience some strong storms as the cold front moves through here. You can see it right there in the black lettering. It's a very dynamic system, and we're going to be dealing with insane winds in and throughout the entirety of today. Let's get a look at the simulated radar. We'll give you the play-by-play here, if you will. Light scattered rain showers going to continue to impact and overtake the area between midday on into the lunchtime hour. It's not going to be until we work into this afternoon and then into the early part of this evening that we're going to have this strengthening, somewhat organized squall line of storms that's going to be blasting east across the region. Right along and ahead of this front is where we're going to experience the strongest wind gusts throughout today. Those could be on the magnitude of 30 to 40, perhaps even in excess of 40 miles an hour at times. By the time we roll into the latter part of this evening, getting to the 8, 9, 10 p.m. hour, bulk of the activity should be east of the region. The strongest convections and storms should be out of here by that point in time. Let's get a look at these wind speeds. Even without any rain showers, already seeing wind gusts out of the south and west. By the time we roll into mid-morning, around 25 to 35 miles an hour. We continue throughout the day. We get into this afternoon. Take some of these readings with a grain of salt, folks. 46, 50 miles an hour. Don't think all that is going to exactly make it down to the surface, but I think it's a good bet of seeing those gusts in the 30 to 40 mile an hour range, and I do think we will have some isolated gusts that will be exceeding that. Obviously, you got any loose lawn decor out there, God's Frisbees, aka trampolines, etc. Want to go ahead and secure those suckers down. You'll notice a break here behind the initial cold front that passes, and then we get the winds right here arriving in western Kentucky by 9 or 10 p.m. Winds out ahead of the front, out of the south. That's what's going to warm us up. But behind that front, they're going to be turning out of the north and west. Folks, we're talking about a drastic drop in temperatures as a result. Let's talk about it. By the time we roll into this afternoon, you can see right before the front passes, we're going to be right around the 60-degree mark in regards to highs. And you can blatantly see the temperature gradient arriving with the passing front here off to our west. And look at this. It's going to be on a few-hour time frame spread. So again, taking it with a Salt Bae grain of salt here. But look, 6 p.m., 57 degrees, 7 p.m., 48 degrees, all right? It's going to be at some point in time late this afternoon to early part this evening. We're going to see this very sharp drop in temperatures. By sunrise on Friday, we're talking about readings in the upper 20s to lower 30s with wind chills potentially down to the teens. Want to layer up before you head out on the Friday morning commute. The kiddos headed out to the bus stop as well. Friday afternoon, only going to make it to right around the mid and upper 30s for highs, but the good news is we're going to be looking at a little bit of warmer conditions that is going to be set to follow, all right? Want to back up and talk about it as we go through the weekend. We get the cold air in here on Friday. Saturday, we're going to rebound. Gusty southwest winds, high pressure to our south and east with rays of sunshine. Going to send our temperature pendulum swing back between the mid and upper 50s. And then another passing front as we work into our Saturday night into Sunday morning. You got the low pressure here. We might get in on a few hit-and-miss showers, but it looks like we're going to be trapped back down between the low and mid 40s for highs as we finish out the weekend. Let's get on into Christmas week. So what everybody wants to talk about, and our chances at a white Christmas remain next to zero. Take a look here. Saturday, we're going to warm up. Then we get into Sunday. We kind of lose some of that activity. And then, let me back this up real quick. Here is Christmas week. Monday, going to start to warm back up, but then Tuesday and then Wednesday on Christmas Eve, and then we get into Christmas Day. Look at these temperature anomalies, folks. We're looking at temperatures well above average for this time of year. Dare I say it currently? Looks like we might have to deal with a few passing rain showers, maybe a stray storm on our Christmas Day. But right now, guidance is showcasing mid and upper 60s for highs. Right into Christmas Eve, rolling into the Christmas days. And the latest Climate Prediction Center outlook showcases that as well. Talking about well above average temperatures, 60, 70th probability of that coming to fruition. Not what you want to see if you were hoping for a white Christmas. That includes this guy right here, right? We'll back up. We'll talk about the shorter term model guidance. The Storm Prediction Center has removed the severe weather risk for today. Doesn't mean that we're not going to suffer from sensible weather impacts. The winds are going to be insane throughout the entirety of today. Generalized thunderstorm risk for us. A few of those will be peaking in strength late afternoon into this evening with a passing front. Might catch a few isolated damaging wind gusts as a result. Rainfall forecast also backed off from where it had us getting anywhere from 3/4 of an inch upwards to an inch of total rainfall. We pared that back down to roughly 1/2 an inch to an inch of total rainfall, losing some of that moisture here as our model guidance has evolved, coming to better agreement with this system that will be impacting the region. Full 6-day forecast breakdown. Widespread showers and storms today, insanely windy. Some of those storms could become strong late this afternoon and evening. Highs near 60. Sharp drop in temperatures overnight down to the mid and upper 20s. Any lingering moisture left on the pavement will create black ice and slick spots, but with the very strong winds, I think the vast majority of road surfaces will be dry before that is able to occur. Friday, frigid cold again, mid and upper 30s for the vast majority of us. Saturday, back to near 60. Saturday night, some hit-and-miss rain chances back down to the mid and upper 40s on Sunday, and then a drastic warming trend kicks us off throughout Christmas week. 53 on Monday, near 60 on Tuesday, mid and upper 60s Christmas Eve on into our Christmas Day. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning, baby Friday edition of your Weather or Not forecast, presented by none other than On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each